Alright, so what should we talk about today? Alright, so let's talk about some of my favorite YouTubers. Not my favorite Pokemon YouTubers, we've already done that. When I first got into recording for YouTube and everything, I just wanted to do it for fun. And there were two YouTubers that I still follow to this day. One, I don't really watch as much anymore. I still like her and respect her. But her content just changed too much that I just don't care about it much anymore. And the other one is one that just makes me laugh every single time. Maybe because his style is just like me. But the two I'm talking about are the two that I, to this day, say that they inspired me to get into filming for YouTube. And one is Phaelus, and the other one is Jaden Animations. And the reason that I don't follow Jaden much anymore is that when I first started watching her, I loved her stories. Her stories as, you know, growing up, in college, trips that she had, even the Scribble Showdown stuff that she did. But everything nowadays has to be game related. And yes, I liked how she did like the Dino one on the DS and everything. Shuppet, we have Cat, Houndour, a Drifloon, Arven, Cacturn, This Place, Emolga, Generator, Sexy Cat, which I keep getting Sexy Cat, I don't know why. But her stuff is just so stale now. I mean, like, she's on Twitch. You know, when she came out with that cool anime thing, I thought that was going to be like a series or something. And she says that there's more to come, but it just seems like there's just more for the, I don't know, the product. Like, oh, you can buy the statue. What about just continuing the actual thing? But maybe there is. But like I said, I don't follow her much anymore. I kind of miss the stories. And every time that I need, you know, some type of, I don't know, away from... Her stuff's funny, but it just makes me, I don't know, it makes me happy to listen to some of her stories growing up because, you know, I can tell you some of mine, but I just forget about them so quickly. Meditite, Energy Search, Grimer, This Thing, Crocodile, Bird, Fortress, This Thing, Nemona, Revroom, and the basic energy card. So, yeah, sometimes she doesn't even pop up anymore since I don't watch her as much. But Phaelus Phelan, I'm trying to remember the very first video. I remember I was at work and I was taking a 10-minute break. And I just had YouTube on. And I wasn't following anybody at that time. And it was like, oh, you might find this funny. And it was Motorcycle the Pooh. I had never heard of Phaelus. I was like, okay, this sounds kind of stupid. So I started playing it, and I have never laughed so damn hard in my life. And that includes watching Road Trip as a kid, American Pie as a kid. Phaelus just makes me laugh. And I go to Phaelus a lot of times because, I don't know, I'm kind of a dark person, but I need that laughter sometimes. Sandile, Houndour, Fido, Bug, This Thing, a Penny, Medicham, a Growlithe, a Pokeball, and a really badass looking Gyarados. Oh shoot, doesn't even show up very well. Here we go. That is pretty cool. Waterfall and Tyrannical Tail. That is awesome. Well, he goes in the good pile. And I think the Pokeball one needs to be there too. Yeah, so Phaelus has got I love Phaelus's bootleg zones. That's the stuff I kind of watch. And most of his Dingo picture stuff is just hilarious. Because I remember in elementary and in some middle school, we had Dingo pictures. I mean, probably that stuff's been destroyed a long time ago, but I love that Phaelus brings that up. And his stuff with the Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters. Hell yeah, man. I just love Phaelus. Because I see myself in him as well, and see him in me. He reminds me of Dan Versus. He really does. I don't know. I think he's cute. A lot of other ones that I don't much follow anymore, but were some of the big YouTubers that I followed. One is Chills. Dedenne, Pycone, Flittle, this thing, a Judge, Flootzel, a Miriam, Houndour, Gravar. That's a nice card. And then Hawlucha in the basic energy card. Chills is good. Chills, I like Chills' older stuff because the stuff that he has out now looks way too fake. It looks too... You can tell that it's fake. Whereas some of his older stuff, yeah, it had some of those stuff that you're like, yeah, that's not real. But then it had some of the stuff that even I was like, holy shit, that's freaky. And who doesn't love Chill's voice? That, let's see if I can... Number 15. Going out at night. Probably not such a good idea. Maybe we'll do a soda chat. The imitation Chills. The other one that I love is Most Amazing Top 10. But I like it from the original with Danny and the one British girl and the really, really pretty British girl. I can't think of them off the top of my head right now. I loved them. They were good. But Most Amazing just recycles everything. I mean, like, if you watch them, it's like they don't care or what they've already reviewed and everything, and they just are like, well, we're going to review this anyway. Or they do their, they just mush everything together, and it's just so boring now. Floette, this, Wiglet, Rocky Helm, Masterville, Oinkalong, Squawkabilly, Mouse, this guy, and this one. Pretty much nothing new. Alright, who else do I love watching on YouTube? I love my Pokemon guys, you know. J-Rose, My Dry Bread, Pika Spray. I'm trying to think, who else do I watch on YouTube these days? Oh, okay. So, everyone knows about Zero Master and Kelagon. I think there's Martinez. He does a lot of the Brutal Doom stuff. And Decino. Nimona, Lechonk, Flabebe, Growlithe, Breloom, this thing, Ugly Thing, Flabebe again, Zangoose, and Houndstone. Wow, that was boring. Okay, Decino was one of the first Doomers that I ever followed. And when I first started watching Decino, he was on Hell Revealed 2 or Hell Revealed 1, I can't remember. And I love his analysis stuff. That's the main thing that I love watching him the most. I don't really like watching a lot of people comment when they play Doom, but Decino's got a great voice and everything. But I love how he plays. He has evolved so much since I first started watching him, where he was more cautious. He can be reckless, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, he's formed a science with Doom. Kind of like how Ankelagon and Zero Master has. I would consider Decino one of the top 5 best Doomers. And I hope he still does it for years to come. And I know that he doesn't do a lot of the bigger wads much anymore. I mean, like, ever since Sunlust, I mean, what is really... Okay, not Sunlust. Let's do something even harder than... Let's do a Tallow Doom. Like, where do you go from there other than Dimensions? I don't think he's going to do Dimensions. But he does some of the big mega slaughter maps and everything that he does stream. He stream lives and everything. But yeah, I love Decino. I mean, some of the things I'm just like, please make sure that pops up first on my YouTube stuff. And another one that I love, and he has helped me out so much in my life since, I don't know, 2019, is Scotty Kilmore. The man that helps so many people with their car questions. It is amazing. And without him, I don't know, you wouldn't expand your knowledge of wanting to learn. Because I knew nothing about cars going into 2018, 2019. But now, you know, I'm not a mechanic, not even an amateur mechanic. I can know certain things which I would never have known a couple of years ago. Magnemite, Energy Switch, Varoom, Clotcher, this thing, Penny again, Medicham, Klotzer, this thing, Annihilate. But without him, I don't think I would have cared much about cars and probably would have even ended up with another Hyundai, which suck. But I got my Toyota Camry and I love it to death. And as we wrap up this last pack, guys, we had our Doomers, we got our car Car Guy, the ones that make me laugh. I mean, I've been on YouTube since 2020, and yes, I've grown very slowly. I don't think of it as a setback at all. I know that by this point, I should have been well into the Divergent universe in Who's Corner. I did not think that I was going to be doing Soda Chat at all. And it's fun for me to do. Yes, it does cost a lot of money. And eventually I'll probably set up a Patreon or something like that if you guys are watching and you want to donate to that. Just to, see how much you want to see the channel grow. And the Pokemon stuff, I don't know, it's just interesting to me. Yes, I bitch and moan about the cards. That's never going to change. But I do have fun doing these. And that's the thing, just have fun. Yes, some people make a career out of doing YouTube. Me, I have a full-time job. I do this for fun. I love learning new stuff. I love trying new stuff. And that's never going to change. And I'm glad that the subscribers that I have right now, yes, it is a small number. But I appreciate them. And I always will. And let's wrap this up, guys. So we have Varoom, we have a Magikarp, we have a Magnemite, we have a Spider, Toedscruel, Slitzler, whatever, Vitality, Capsakid, Go-Goat, and a Professor's Research. One of the special illustrated ones. It's a nice card. And that's about it, guys. So, yeah. Yeah, talking about YouTubers. Ugh, trying to think of things to do to talk about while I'm opening up Pokemon cards. Find some more stuff to complain about. Well, guys, that's it. So pretty much, I think the only ones that are worth mentioning are these three. I like the Gyarados card. The Pokeball card, I know I've got that, but it's like the reverse holo, whatever the hell. And then I've got the Rivard and then the Professor's Research. And that's it, guys. I will see you next time for more opening Soda Chat or Who's Corner or something else. We'll have fun. We'll see you next time.